raps one time, bitch thick. All that money get flushed in a blend. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. You got money, you don't gotta think. I was trying one time, bitch bang. Let the app now I get with the things. Feel like urgent when I'm on the scene. All these felonies they never seen. Got my cup like I'm Argentine. Like the second bitch stay on my screen. I'm addicted to hating on me. Don't know what it takes.
Okay, welcome back to another lovely YouTube video. Today, I have decided to take it upon myself to do a couple things on this 535 E61 wagon that I have not done in a long while and need to be addressed. Front end was kind of like a tiny bit shaky, not really, but it vibrated just enough to irritate me. So I decided to buy new front, upper, and lower control arms, which is just, they're just forward and rear. They're just these. So these are the old ones for the driver's side. I've already replaced them. I'm going to walk you guys through on how to actually do them because, well, that's what's on the agenda for today. This is your front one. Ball joint sits in here, bolts in from the bottom. You got a bolt and a nut on this side. That's into the subframe. That one is junk. This one is also no good. It's got a lot of play. I did not buy new ball joints to go into that arm. I should have. Based on the driver's side one, I definitely should have. But I haven't replaced them yet. It has 182,000 miles on it, and these are definitely dry rotted around the U-joint, so this will cause a little vibration. And then along with that, I've done the driver's side today. I don't think I'm going to do the passenger side just yet. That's going to require a lot more time than I'm willing to give this today, more or less that I have. But this motor mount was definitely no good. It's got a lot of play. I mean, back and forth. And when I would sit and brake boost, I was trying to figure out why I still had my stumble after putting brand new Index 12 injectors in and checking everything else underneath the sun and no check engine lights, nothing. Come to find out my front diff was bad. But we also found that my driver's side motor mount was horrendously gone. The motor actually took everything from over down here and then lifted it up like a good 3-4 inches. So it was about time to do these. Like I said, I did the driver's side one already. If you want a tip to do it, just remove your intake airbox and then remove the metal pan that's underneath. There's six 16 millimeter bolts that hold it in. All you gotta do is just take those out, put a piece of wood underneath the oil pan, and this has a front drive shaft and a front diff. So I was able to put it underneath the front diff more or less and jack it up from there to be able to get this out. It was a pain in the neck to get out, but I got it out and I bashed my knuckle pretty bad. But it was just me doing it now on the spot because I know that if I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it for a while. So there's that too. But yeah, I'll show you. So if you remove your intake box first and you look down all the way down in there, you can literally see the new motor mount all the way down there, and you can see that one bolt that's in the center right there. That's your first bolt, and then you have one that's right behind that boot, and then you have the other one that's right next to the boot in the front where the arm is. You can actually get them from up here, so you'll be good. So this is pretty simple. We're gonna start by removing the fender liner cover first, which is just all these 8mm bolts, and then these little pop clips here. Pull those out. You got another 8mm here. Mine are not there because somebody already put coilovers in before me. You got one there, you got one back here, you got another one here, you got one there. This you'll have to take off because this is for your brake duct. This one here, if yours is attached here, mine is not. And then you got these ones down here, if yours is also attached, all the way to the front. And then you've got a few underneath here as well. All right, so after you got your headliner out here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this guy. And we gotta be kind of careful. This is your level sensor, and last time I did it, it broke, so. And you're gonna need a wrench on the other side because the little guy is spinning. Look at that little spinner guy. So you need a 10 mil wrench too. So now that we got this guy removed, just be careful with it. It is a little fragile. Gotta get this 18 mil bolt and nut out. So your best bet is to put your 18 mil wrench in here like so. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. All right, so now we got that removed. I just put the nut slightly back on the end. Just be careful, it is really fragile. Stick your 18 mil wrench back here. Your ratchet in the front. It'll come down. It's gonna have to break free. And your awesome tie rod's gonna help you out by holding it in place. Hopefully you don't damage the boot here, but you should be okay. And then once you get that one, same thing over here, 18 and an 18, and then I'll show you the ball joints. All right, so now that we have that bolt out and then this bolt out, we got to tackle this guy back here, which is the ball joint that goes to that front control arm right there. This one's a 22 because I think I've replaced this one before. No, I haven't. It's dry rotted like the other one was. I think I've replaced this control arm. Maybe. We're about to find out. I replaced one of them. I just don't remember which one. But impact that off if you have an impact. Definitely recommend it. You can get it in there. Then your next one will be down here. The light is totally messing that up, but that's also a 22 for me. Should be for you too, because this is the standard OEM bolt. And you're just gonna impact this off too, and then you're probably gonna have to hammer these off because the ball joints will be still seated in there. As you can see, wherever the front one went, there it is. This one's still seated in there, even though the nut is out. I have an air hammer, so I'll end up just air hammering it out, and it'll come out really easy. So we'll just put it. So when you're going through all this last fiasco, make sure that you jack up the knuckle here with another jack so you could put tension on the arms and the bushings while you tighten them to their final torque spec. And then after that, you're gonna wanna make sure you put your level sensor back into place, which is not that bad. You just grab it from there, put it down into here, and that's it. Nope, other way. Sorry, trying to do the camera and the bolt at the same time. But after that, then you can put your fender liner back in with all your 8mm bolts that hopefully you put in a nice little magnet tray so you don't lose them. And then make sure while you're here, clean out these trays. They're like little ducts that go from your vents up top where the cabin filter is. It's very important to do because these do get clogged. I've never seen this grommet here though. Nice. Yeah, always make sure this stuff's clean. This is the stuff that'll rot away first, but I'm pretty sure that this is all aluminum. Not sure if that's true or not because, oh, never mind. Okay, so this is steel, but this doesn't stick to the car, except for there. So with the frame aluminum, this is nifty. Look at that. This doesn't stick anywhere. It only sticks here. Doesn't stick over here. Doesn't stick there. Doesn't stick here. Sticks on my spring, obviously. Yeah, it's nifty. Doesn't stick. Okay. So after you get that all torqued to spec, for me it was yes, that was the torque to spec, because I did them on my coupe and I didn't torque them to spec, but I made sure they were tight. Make sure you put your wheel back on. Make sure you torque your lug nuts, or these are studs, so lug studs. It's quite important because you can warp your rotors if you put them on too tight, and obviously they can back out if you don't put them on tight enough. So my next project, which won't be in this video, is to make sure that I go through all the modules in my trunk and clean out all the modules, because they all got saturated with water from our rainstorm we got the other day, so that really sucks. I fixed most of them, but I don't have the SOS calling and I can't use aux anymore, so that kind of stinks. But I'm pretty sure I figured out what module went bad, unless I have a bad fuse somewhere, which would probably be close to the case too. I haven't really checked the fuses besides the ones in the hatch. But you may or may not need an alignment after doing this. On my coupe, I didn't. Well, that's not true. I needed an alignment on the coupe because I put M3 control arms back on. They're on after I replaced the OEM ones. So that one was just cambered out a lot and had a lot of toe in. But I also did suspension at the same time. But it wasn't far out of spec when I got it aligned. The last time I did control arms on this, and I only did one side, I went to go get it aligned afterwards, and it did nothing. So use with caution. You may need one, you may not. I guess you're gonna have to find out and see, just like I'm gonna have to go find out and see if I need an alignment too. You probably won't though, because again, those aren't messing with your alignment in general. Those are just control arms that are stationary and are gonna hold your knuckle in place. I mean, I guess you could need alignment. If they're not made to the right size, sure. But I'm waiting for my lip to come in for the coupe. I'll have my video on that. I did order it. It's coming in sometime next week after Christmas. So that'll be cool to make a video on. Waiting on the module to come in for this. I didn't do a video on injectors on this, but I probably should have. But they're pretty self-explanatory. They're really easy to do, and you don't really need any special tools to put them in or take them out. Because I didn't use any special tools, and you can literally pull these index injectors out pretty darn easily. Just make sure you use new Teflon seals if you do. There's a bunch of metal in my finger. That hurt. So make sure you also clean out your sunroof drains, because I didn't, and that's why my modules got filled with water in the trunk. By the way, that's a TSB, or it was a recall from BMW, and they canceled that. So thank you, BMW. You guys are great. Really appreciate it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. I'll catch you in the next one. And if you still want a shirt, let me know, because I have a few left. By a few, I mean like 20. I had 50, now we have 20. But they're in all different sizes, so you just gotta let me know what size you are, color you want, which is gray